Disclaimer. We are two regular guys who love to talk Bone Thugs and Harmony. We do not represent Bone Thugs or any Bone affiliate. We are also not Bone Thugs experts. The views and information you hear in this podcast may be based on personal opinion. Please feel free to leave corrections and clarifying information in the comments. And enjoy.
Were there ever points you thought the revival might be there with someone like Game or Nipsey Hussle or anybody like that? There's times it looked like we were gonna get a big West Coast revival.
No, I feel like after we lost Tupac and after we lost Eazy-E, even though their situations were different when it comes to death, it was some shady ass shit. So I feel like whoever shot Tupac in Vegas, however Eazy-E allegedly had full-blown AIDS, I feel like it was some old dirty-ass cutthroat bullshit. So I really didn't want to be a part of it. And then I go on to do a single record and see some other old bullshit. So I really didn't want to be a part of that. So I just think that we lost some real leaders and some real businessmen on the West Coast. And I'm not taking nothing from the Game. Who else from the West Coast? I'm not taking nothing from the people who came in 2000.
Yeah.
But we've never had
different.
that. We didn't have that Ice-T, the Rhyme Syndicate. We had some shit cracking on the West. And when and when the transition went through Eazy and Pac, it was a scandalous way that they died. So then the rap industry, especially on the West Coast, it became scandalous. It became
E40 seems to still have success.
Go catch a case for having a record deal. So fuck that. I'd rather go back to the streets and be like, yeah, nigga, what? West Side and DUI. Catch me when I'm high. You feel me? I don't know about that other fake game.
You had talked about the day that when you guys did Thug Love, the Outlaws were there and shit like that. Was Thug Love the only song that I know that Pac was only there for a minute, but was Thug Love the only song that you guys did that day?
Yep. That was the only song because Pac ran in and he ran out. He had a plane to catch. He was going to go model for Versace.
Yeah.
When I say Tupac wasn't there over an hour.
Wow.
It was in and out, because that's what I learned. I did several songs with Tupac as well. I was on the original version of Last Motherfuckers Breathing.
Yeah.
So when Tupac died, you feel me? So I really we were fucking kids. I had my son, he was 2 years old. We was really hanging, rapping. We were fucking 21, 22, 19. We hung out. So when those things were happening, it was just damn, I don't want to be a part of this music game because my bros are gone. They're dead. And then you guys are making all this music and it was wicked. It was wicked.
How did you feel about those Pac albums that they made after he passed away? You mentioned Last Motherfucker Breathing.
That was disrespectful.
They really changed those songs.
Yeah, it was. If I didn't do it while I was live, I understand. Just like to me with the Pop Smoke, the boy didn't live a long life in this music industry, but you got 50 Cent rapping on it, the Baby, all these people who probably, I don't know their relationship, but I don't like when you take a person who's no longer here to celebrate and go dig up their verses. But then again, it's Sylk-E Fyne, something happened to me. Shit, I ain't gonna be mad if they gonna say since the first time I saw you, I knew I was attracted. It's a compliment too, you know what I mean? I just feel like don't get cocky when you go snatch a nigga verse when you didn't really know him. I'm glad you're keeping the music alive, but yeah, just don't act funny and shit yeah, you did something with Tupac and you never even fucking met him. You just took the verse from the record and added your verse to it.
I think it's amazing, almost what you represent in the transition. We were talking about it before you came on the show that during the height of the Death Row Ruthless, you know, issues after
Right.
Eazy passed away. You, by putting Busy and Tupac together, that was like the first sign of peace between the labels, because it had been so, you know, Ruthless versus Death Row, and you helped put those two artists together.
And then there's a whole nother chapter. That's why I'm like, I never cited my freaking life of Romeo and Juliet to nobody. Because after I did Romeo and Juliet, I went and worked with Renee Moore from Angela Winbush and Renee Moore. So I had no idea. I'm always going in as a writer and a producer. So I am also the reason why Snoop Dogg and Busy Bone did the record Your Style.
Yeah.
You know, it's not my fault the record company was independent, thought they were slick, and wanted to live the 80s all over again off of me, Snoop, and Busy. But it was, yeah, so like I was always good to put together formulas, a good connection. Because Snoop Dogg never rapped with Bone Thugs and Harmony. Like, I called Busy, I called Snoop, I said, I think we should do a good record. I got Renee Moore. We could remake his record. It's an oldie. They met me at the studio. We did the record.
I remember seeing that video. I remember when it came out, and
Now let me tell you how Renee Moore did. I'm great friends with Snoop. I'm great friends with Busy Bone. So Renee Moore, you know, he was the original publisher of that record. So we were all gonna split, like we did Romeo and Juliet. So when we come time to do the video shoot, Busy Bone and Snoop, they didn't want a lot, but they wanted to get paid to come down and shoot the video, which is normal. Like you want to get paid for coming to do your cameos in the video.
yeah.
So he did not want to pay my folks. So next thing I know, I'm shooting a video. I don't see Snoop. I don't see Busy. I probably took me a ecstasy or some shit back then, so I spaz out. I'm like, what the fuck is my bros at, right? They never sent Busy or Snoop to my video. I got all these actors and actresses. We did the video. I'm in a helicopter. Okay, we did it. Next thing I know, Snoop Dogg and fucking Busy Bone is animated. So they were thinking that I was like owner of this independent company, and like I did some old shit and just cartooned my niggas and didn't pay them. And we got through it. Busy loved me to death because we stay solid. I think Snoop is a little intimidated. I'm like, damn, nigga, you grew dreadlocks. I didn't. Like, damn, yeah, I'm not your competition. But me and Busy, I spoke with him about a week ago. He calls, where's Mike at? We still have a fucking friendship that didn't turn you know how the game is. Just everything is fucking computerized.
Yeah, you and Busy have kept, a real connection. I mean, you guys even recently did the Afeni Shakur tribute with Excel Beats, which is a beautiful
Right.
song. That's a beautiful song that you guys created, and
It's
it,
what?
it was so cool to hear you and Busy reflect on Pac's mom with the relationship that you had with Pac, and Busy always talks about the impact Pac had on him and how it changed his life. So it was so cool to hear you guys tribute to his mom.
Yeah, and it was just another moment. Like we never know when it might happen. So when you keep your good relationships with people and you don't really feel like you're intimidated by their actions or their moves, if I didn't take any food out of your mouth, if I didn't cause any harm, why are you, salty? Like you're. So I think, maybe if I wanted to get back into the game and I wanted to make some West Coast statements, but I don't really see it being like we have strong leaders. Because the fellas, I love y'all my lokes, but it's like, what is it going to take? I love y'all King T, Compton Most Wanted. They doing their stuff. Dog Pound. But nothing has surfaced to where the West Coast is just too much selfishness, segregation. lies, bullshit, hate. You dig? And they be like, yes, yeah. Okay, well, thank you. Because my interviews don't change. It's not rehearsed.
Hey, you know,
It's a part of historical moments.
a few minutes ago, we had talked about, you know, you going to the Rough Town Records and your style and stuff, but something that we've brought up a lot in here is Romeo and Juliet and you on RCA. And something I want to talk about so the fans know is, you know, there was such a long journey to you finally going number one, getting a gold record. Tell me about after you get that gold record, kind of how it impacted your life and just the victory of finally getting there after, you know, such a journey.
I'm gonna tell you, I made Romeo and Juliet. Within 3 weeks, the record was on the radio. You know, they say gold, they say this. That record still haven't stopped selling. So when I received royalties from a record that I put out in 1997 and we're in 2021, you know what I mean? I'm like, wow, I really fucking sold some records.
Beyond the